For example, if someone had the thought, he doesn't care about me, feel that thought, or she doesn't care, feel what happens when we believe that. So the first question, is it true he doesn't care about you? Using that example. And of course, I invite everyone to find that person in your life. Maybe it's one of your children. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's the next door neighbor. But he doesn't care about you. Is that true? And the second question, can you absolutely know that it's true that he doesn't care about you? Who could know another person's mind or heart? And we all answer those two questions out of our own sense of what lies within us, just waiting for it to surface and giving it time to answer. And if the answer is yes, wonderful. If the answer is no, wonderful. This is personal work. I invite everyone to take their minds back, to take your own mind back. So then we move to the third question. What happens? How do you react when you think the thought that your neighbor or that person that you have in mind doesn't care about you? And then, you begin to see where your feelings come from. They're an effect of mind, an effect of what we're believing. And then we begin to notice, how do I react when I believe that thought, when I think the thought, he doesn't care about me? I begin to get images about how uncaring he is. I begin to get images about my unworthiness. I begin to see all these images that show me how unfair it is. And, just on and on. So these feelings are the effect of the images we're watching, not the neighbor or not that family member. It's like my neighbor doesn't make me feel badly. It's these images. It's how I react when I think that thought that I'm reacting to. So, and then the fourth question, who would you be without the thought he doesn't care about you? And who would I be without the thought he doesn't care about me? Oh my goodness, if he walked into the room, I'd have no way of knowing that he was not a wonderful human being. And of course, the work isn't about dropping the thoughts or not believing the thought. It's about questioning one's own mind about what one is thinking. So then the turnaround, of course, he doesn't care about me. Turned around, you do a 180. I don't care about him. And then you begin to notice all of the ways, you begin to see examples of how uncaring you are toward that other human being. Maybe you just give them the look. Well, that's one way. Maybe you don't, the examples could go on and on. So then in that you see a list of amends to make. To contact him and say, I snubbed you in the driveway, if it's your neighbor. I snubbed you in the driveway yesterday when you were being so kind. And for that, I'm sincerely sorry. And thank you for waving at me. I was thinking some thoughts that I'm working on now, And then, of course, there are other turnarounds. I don't care about me. It's like, what's up with that? I don't care about me, and I expect other people to care about me. So we begin to track the ways that we've been uncaring toward ourselves. Maybe it's the food we've been eating. Maybe it's, how do I react when I believe that thought? That's where addictions are born, right there. Who would I be without the thought? We get to find out. So actually, this is the end of not only the addictive mind, but addictive patterns in our life. I remember doing this work on immediately. I smoked, and I could no longer smoke. It's like smoking quit me. I didn't quit smoking. And see, that is my that's my way of breaking addictions. When you no longer have a reason to smoke, you don't. But what you're left with is a sense of, how can I help? And that doesn't ever end, because we come to understand that that's where we're the happiest. And so we do the work, the negativity falls away, and the service and the self-love and the self-respect is allowed to live.